Hello, and welcome to my presentation, Versatile, a look into my workflow from fashion to games and notable collaborations. I'm Farron, and I hope you enjoy. So, a bit about me. I'm a narratives game designer, and previously I was a fashion designer. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in fashion design and went on to work in luxury fashion. I decided to change industries, and after developing and expanding my skills, I'm currently a game design intern over at Twin Drums. In my free time, I'm an amateur historian in fashion subcultures and game development. So I'm sure that people wonder if there's so much difference between the two roles, game design and fashion design, that it's difficult to advance from one to the other. And from my experience, it really wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. While developing the new skills needed for a game designer, I found that there was a lot of overlap of skills that I could bring from the fashion industry, and my skills were adaptable to my current workflow. Through the help of Code Carbon, a game industry bootcamp for marginalized people, I was able to learn core skills such as using the Unity engine, C script, and the confidence to navigate the games industry. What I thought would be a potential setback actually ended up being the best thing that I could have. That being my 8 years of fashion design experience was my strongest asset. Between industries. So this is my own personal opinion, but I've realized that both fashion design and game design are both visual storyteller roles. Both are about translating themes, ideas, and concepts for a visual medium. So my own personal work. I love crafting worlds and stories in visually appealing, immersive games. I like to create thought-provoking experiences over many iterations, developing detailed projects, and I love to experiment with a variety of colors, concepts, and processes. I developed the basis for these 3 points from the way that I approached fashion and development through projects in games. A lot of key stages within both roles are in a way the same, and these are the connections that I found. So clothing development is just like game design documentation. That being a project is always progressing through refinement, and the documentation reflects that. Every little detail is crucial for the bigger picture. So things like fabrics, patterns, garment design, they're just like game mechanics, UI, and level of design. All these elements are crucial towards the final project. Many iterations over time in trying to translate ideas in a way the viewer will understand. So this could replicate to be game builds and garment toils. And that both roles are multidisciplinary jobs. You're wearing various hats in both professions to understand another process. So like programming, art, producing, and so on. Workflow, skills, and tools. So here's an overview of my workflow from project conception to the final outcome. Now, while project conception and development have mostly stayed the same despite process differences, the finish line differs slightly in games, with there being an even longer window of development and support after release. And here's an overview of the tools I've used over the years. On the left are my skills for garment creation, which are much more physical and external tools. And on the right is my new process, which includes tools that are more collaboration focused. Collaborations and the future. So collaborations between fashion and tech have been happening for years. And I believe that collaborations, including games, would not have been possible without both prior industries making huge strides in development. Examples being the Scott E-Vest, a jacket with a huge solar panel at the back just to be able to charge a battery pack, and Luminex, a fiber optic fabric that emits its own light and needs a battery pack to operate. Both represent milestones that have been hit through years of development through collaboration. Game engines are becoming more powerful with hardware and graphics advancing more each year. Including games in the present, we've seen projects, such as the ones on screen, from within all industries and take inspiration from the others, that blur lines and ask the question, why not? We are seeing walls break down, and new projects and ideas being created now more than ever. Now, collaboration does not simply have to be a video game character on a t-shirt. Notable examples being the fully functional Death Stranding and acronym TechWear jacket, with a gore text base, which the main character wore in-game. And the Final Fantasy 15 and Rowan collaboration, which is unique. In not only the collection being made of authentic, distressed, and processed fabrics made to replicate and enhance the in-game design, this collaboration has lasted about 10 years due to the game's development cycle, with both designs, both gameplay-wise and clothing-wise, changing throughout. Collaborations between fashion, games, and tech are happening more now than ever, with new milestones being created each time. It's going to be exciting to see what will be developed in the next few years, and I can't wait to see what's in store. If you'd like to keep up to date with what I do and follow my work in games and my love for RPGs, here are my socials. I'd like to say thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed an overview of my work process and notable projects. Please enjoy the rest of Interlace.